Hello, everybody, and welcome into Saturday and our Butt Fumble Sports Daily Show. As you can tell, I am so excited because college football is back, everybody. College football is here. We have made it. We have made it through the long winter, the long spring, the long summer, and we are finally back to football. College football specifically. Welcome in, everybody. If you're new to Butt Fumble Sports, we will be talking sports for the next hour. College football picks, MLB picks. We'll talk some fantasy football. We'll rant about sports in general. So whatever you guys want to talk about, Butt Fumble Sports is here for you on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. No matter the platform you're watching on, Butt Fumble Sports is live, and we have college football to bet on if you need help with your picks, whether it be player prop bets, game picks, total plays. We're here for all of it. If you need help with your MLB picks, your DFS lineup, we're here for all of it. If you guys want to talk about your fantasy football drafts, I know a number of you guys have your drafts today and tomorrow, so make sure you hit us up with your questions. Butt Fumble Sports is live, and we are so excited. We are so grateful. It is a beautiful day, and there is football. There is sports. What could be better? I'm getting chills just talking about it. Can you see them? Can you see the chills? Because I am pumped, everybody. Hope you are as well. So excited about the show that we have today. We have a lot to get into, but as always, share your questions, share your comments. Make sure that you're a part of this show. That's why we're with you every single day. 5 p.m. on the weekdays, 11 a.m. on the weekends, or close to. So make sure you're hitting that follow button. Make sure you're hitting that share button. We are so excited to be with you every single day. Jorge, wonderful to see you. Elliot Robinson, wonderful to see you. Yes, we have built this amazing community. We know the regulars. So let's get into some work, everybody. Really excited about it. As I have to mention, and I'm fortunate to be able to say so, our show is sponsored by SHARPZ. Go beyond sports betting with the better sportsbook SHARPZ. Link your DFS, your sportsbook platforms. You can share your bets, track your bets, tail bets, just like mine. If you want to follow all of my plays, you can download the SHARPZ app and get all of my picks. I actually haven't completed all of my research for the MLB schedule. I made it through the Mets and Angels game, but I still have more to do, so I'll put up more after the show, but I wanted to come on because it's college football Saturday. Week 0, week 1, doesn't matter which designation we give this week. We are so excited about the week that we have ahead. Again, make sure you're subscribing and following Butt Fumble Sports. If you're watching on TikTok, hit that follow button. We're live every single day talking sports, giving out good sports betting information, and of course helping you out with your fantasy football teams, your DFS lineup, and everything else. We are going to go through the research behind our college football picks today. If you have college football questions, don't hesitate, throw them in the chat. Elliot Robinson, thank you for sharing the channel. That's how we do things here at Butt Fumble Sports. You guys share the channel. We are going to give out picks around it. So make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you're hitting that share button. Doesn't cost a thing. Now, let's get to work, everybody. First pick that we're going to give out today. Like I said, I was able to zone in on the baseball game. So the first pick that we're going to give out is going to be the Guardians plus 1.5. Guardians plus 1.5. I'll give out a few more. I'm taking Braves on the money line. Braves on the money line. I'll also take the Braves, Giants, no run in the first inning. If you're watching on TikTok, you got to listen for these. All of our picks are up on SHARPZ, the app. However, the picks that I'm giving out right now during the show, you can find them on YouTube. We do have them live up on YouTube. Make sure you're tapping that like button, everybody. Really appreciate the support that you guys show the show every single day. We've given out 3 picks so far. We'll give out a lot more over the course of the day. Olave, Flowers, and Russ for Diggs, a good trade? No, it's not. That's a bad trade. Bad trade. AZ, rate my team. Lawrence, Javonte Williams, ETN, Cup, Waddle, Hawkinson. I think you have an okay team. I'd give it about a B. I'd give it a B. Is JT to the Eagles a good deal? Not for the rest of the NFL. If somehow Howie Roseman's able to get Jonathan Taylor, I think you could book the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Championship game right now, and probably in the Super Bowl as well. A great roster getting better would not be fair. What college football game are you most excited about watching this week? Well, I went to Indiana University, so unfortunately, the Indiana Hoosiers are about to get a whooping from Ohio State. I won't say I'm excited about it, but I love the idea that my college football team is playing. My college is playing football is what I should say, because my college football team really is not even my college team. But that said, I'm just excited. Notre Dame is playing today in Ireland. You obviously have a couple of interesting matchups. Let's show those up on the screen for those watching on YouTube, TikTok, or YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. If you're watching on TikTok, some of the games that have our attention today at 2:30, the Navy Midshipmen are playing the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Right now, the spread on that game is 20.5. If you wanted to take Notre Dame, 20.5 is the spread. If you want to take Notre Dame on the money line right now, minus 1,400. Just tells you where everything's at. Keep in mind, new head coach for Navy. Not quite sure what we're going to see from them. Could be a much different program and offense. Additionally, a couple other big games. I don't want to say big games because there are no massive games in college football this week. This really is like the preseason almost for college football. That said, San Jose State plays USC. USC minus 31.5 point favorites. 31.5 point favorites there. The total set at 66.5. You want some more college football games, at least with some notable names in it. This is probably one of the better games of the entire slate. Florida Gators, Utah Utes. That's a 7-point spread in favor of Utah. That's probably the game that's got probably the best brand names. That's Florida, Utah. Utah, a 7-point favorite. Total for that one set at 46.5. Nebraska Cornhuskers, new era there. Minnesota Golden Gophers, they've been going through some turmoil over the last few months. Right now, Minnesota, 7-point favorite. Kind of a fun one. Miami of Ohio plays Miami of Florida. Not surprisingly, the Hurricanes are the favorite, but probably what's embarrassing for the Miami Hurricanes, at least their alumni, the Hurricanes are only a 17.5 point favorite against Miami of Ohio. Tells you a lot. Central Michigan plays Michigan State. So a bit of an in-state battle there between CMU and Michigan State University. Louisville plays Georgia Tech. 8-point favorite for Louisville. Stanford plays Hawaii. Two schools that have a lot of questions about their futures in terms of conferences. Boston College hosts Northern Illinois. One of the games that's probably most anticipated today, I don't think it's going to actually be that good a game, but it's the one that I think a lot of people in college football are excited about watching, is Colorado, led by Deion Sanders. They are playing TCU. That game is on Fox at noon, so in about 40 minutes that game kicks off. Colorado is a 20.5 point underdog. Deion Sanders set a record this offseason, bringing in more kids in through the transfer portal than ever before. We'll see if it pays off early in the season. I feel like TCU is going to win the 20.5, interesting spread. I feel like you could probably take Colorado to cover on that, but I know that's a very popular pick probably with the public. So, reasons to doubt it. Reasons to doubt it. Utah State plays Iowa. Iowa's a 25.5 point favorite. Virginia plays Tennessee. Tennessee's a 28-point favorite in that game. Michigan does play today. They're a 36-point favorite against East Carolina. Like I mentioned, Ohio State plays the Indiana Hoosiers. Ohio State a 30-point favorite against my Hoosiers. I love, this is a classic Indiana Hoosier alumni statement. Why do I love the start of college football season? Because it means I'm closer to college basketball season. That's at least how I feel as an Indiana Hoosier alumni. So with that said, really excited about all the action that we have going on today. If you guys have questions, comments, feel free to fire away. Thoughts on James Conner this year, Matthew? I think he's going to provide solid production, but overall, I don't think he's going to be a high splash player. Might be a solid flex week in, week out. maybe an RB2 for some weeks, but I think he'll be solid. I don't think he's going to be much more than just a good plug-in player for kind of a consistent number of points. Rate My Team asks JC. Mahomes, Breece Hall, Rashad White, JJ, Devontae, Njoku, Kirk. I think you're a little light on the running backs, only because Breece Hall's not a true RB1 at this point, so I just have some concerns about that. You heard Tay. Rate My Team. Watson, Christian McCaffrey, Madison, Diggs, Wilson, Schultz, Keenan, Allen. I think it's a good team. I don't have as much faith in Madison as other people do, but I really like the team other than that. Is Schultz your only tight end? You may want to consider 2 tight ends, believe it or not. Ivan Smith, thanks so much for following the channel. Every time you guys follow the channel, we give out a pick. So let's give out another MLB game pick for today. We are going with the Mariners on the money line. Not surprising there. Jordan Lyles is pitching for the Kansas City Royals. If you're a sports bettor, you know a Jordan Lyles day is a good day to bet on the other team. He has been one of the best fade plays in baseball all year round. Additionally, Seattle Mariners are red hot. They are now tied for first in the AL West. Tells you a lot about their success over the last few weeks. So Mariners on the money line. I'd also take the Mariners first 5 on the money line. So if you guys are looking for a good MLB play, there you go. Top Dog, what's good? Top Dog is watching over on YouTube. What is good, Top Dog? USC, San Jose State, over 14 points in the first quarter. I think that's probably a good bet. I think USC is going to come out fast and furious. Kyle Bradish, Tyler Glasnow, over 17.5 outs. So getting a player prop bet question about baseball. Let's go look at that one really quick. So excited that we have so many sports to talk about today. College football, MLB, WNBA, and the NFL is only about a week and a half away. So obviously I am pumped about all of it. Let's quickly look at some research to help out Top Dog on YouTube. Kyle Bradish, over 17.5 outs, has a really good implied probability, has been a very good trend. This is hit in 9 out of the last 10 games, has a 58% implied probability. Top Dog, you're absolutely onto something. Kyle Bradish, over 17.5 outs today, is a good play. You are also asking about Tyler Glasnow going up against the Yankees. I'm always worried about the outs, simply because he throws a lot of pitches, gets into some deep counts. That said, the over is a good play. 5 straight games, this is cashed. In fact, 6 straight games, a lot of green up on your screen. I think it's a good one to go with today. So I would suggest both of those plays, Top Dog. Good finds by Top Dog. If you guys are curious about my picks, here you go. They're up on the screen, brought to you by SHARPZ. All of my picks are up on SHARPZ. All you got to do is download the app, or better yet, DM me on Instagram. I'll share a link with you guys with a referral code. That way you can support the show, and you can check out all of my picks every single day. Notre Dame cover today. Elliot. So my college football analyst likes Notre Dame, or likes Navy to cover. I'm not betting this one. First of all, college football is not my expertise. I'll be the first to admit that. That's why we actually have 2 college football analysts that are a part of Butt Fumble Sports. They're going to be responsible for giving us the picks, because personally, I don't trust Navy to cover today. I think Notre Dame in Ireland, the first day of a new head coach's tenure at Navy, for a lot of reasons, I kind of like Notre Dame to cover. He likes Navy to cover. I'd probably go with him. He knows more than I do. That's Tommy Morris on Twitter, at Real Tommy Morris, at Real Tommy Morris. LGP Elite, what is good? Haven't seen you in a minute. Great to see you. H, thanks so much for following. Ralph has Navy plus 20.5 and the under. That is exactly what our college football analyst is taking. I got Chubb, pick 9, then Barkley in the turn in a 10-man league. What do I think? I think you did a great job. Love those 2 running backs. You're locked in. You're in a good spot. Thoughts on the Red Sox today? If I had to go with anything, I'd take the Dodgers on the money line. I think James Paxton, he had a rough start his last time out against the Houston Astros. Dodgers have some bats that could do damage against them. I'm not crazy about the Red Sox today. Elite Sports Cards, welcome to the Butt Fumble Sports community. Love that you're giving people your opinion on fantasy football and the rest. We are here for sports fans. I don't care where you're from, Butt Fumble Sports is here for real sports fans just like you, giving out sports picks, advice, fantasy football advice. Obviously, we're also talking college football today. PK, we knew you'd be back. Cards, no concern about Burrow. Yeah, I have no concern about Burrow. None. I think he's going to be back week 1. Not worried about it. Cole, we see you. Don't worry. Finance dude, 123, drafting second overall. Who do you take? Christian McCaffrey. If Justin Jefferson's off the board, Christian McCaffrey should go second. I think Eckler should go third. Chase should go fourth. Hill should go fifth. Paxton under on K's asks Jorge. Let's quickly pull up James Paxton. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see this research done right in front of you. So here we go. James Paxton on strikeouts. The over-under on strikeouts. I'm actually not seeing... Oh, there it is. 5.5 is where it's set. Personally, I'd rather take the under. Under looks like a good play. So Jorge, you're right on the nose. Jorge, you're looking strong. Good play. Do we have a good money line today? A good money line play in baseball today? Well, I just mentioned I like the Mariners. I mentioned I like the Atlanta Braves. Let's give out another one for you guys. I mentioned it just a moment ago. I would take the Dodgers on the money line. Dodgers on the money line. By the way, we're actually not done giving out picks for that Mariners-Royals game. I would take the Royals and Mariners over 7.5. Mariners, Royals over 7.5. And additionally, probably no surprise given I like the over, I'd also take a run in the first inning in that game. So yes to a run in the first inning in the Royals-Mariners. Jamar Chase, Christian McCaffrey, or Eckler. I think you got to go Christian McCaffrey. I really like Austin Eckler, but I think McCaffrey's the pick. PK, did I see your team? I didn't check it last night on Instagram. I'll check it later this afternoon. Do we have a hot pick for today? By the way, before I do that, Top Dog was asking, do I like the Orioles first 5 on the money line? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow button. Butt Fumble Sports is live every single day on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. 5 p.m. on weekdays, 11 a.m. on weekends. That way you never miss a show. Chase or Jefferson? I think you got to go Justin Jefferson, Fleck. Danielle, appreciate you following us. Welcome to the Butt Fumble Sports community. You guys know we're going to be live every day helping you guys out with your picks. Ivan's asking about the Padres and the Brewers. I would take the Padres to cover. Padres plus 1.5. What you're really hearing is I don't feel good about a money line play. So if I feel like it's a coin flip, I'll take the underdog to cover. Padres plus 1.5, Ivan Smith. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. If you guys want more of my picks, all you got to do is share the channel. More times you guys share the channel, more picks we give out. Jorge's asking about Marcell Ozuna over half a hit. Jorge, I do love that play. Like it. Yes, I do. Jorge's also asking about Mookie Betts over 1.5 bases or over 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. The answer is yes. I like both. I lean more towards bases just like I did yesterday. I think Betts will either get 2 hits or a double. I actually think he's going to go deep today. He didn't homer yesterday. He did cover on the bases. But against James Paxton, I believe he has 3 home runs lifetime. Fenway Park, the jitters are gone. He's already gotten the standing ovation and the emotions. Mookie Betts been red hot of late. I really like Mookie Betts today. Justin Mack is asking about Kamara on the bench, but I need a wide receiver. Who is a good trade? If you could get Zay Flowers for Kamara, if you could get one of the rookie wide receivers for Kamara, I think it would be a good trade. PK, here's the thing. I love being in competitive leagues. I also love winning against shit competition. I'm not going to lie. I love both. Oakland or Chicago? I like the A's today. Ivan, I like the A's but to cover. So I like the A's plus 1.5. Believe it, the A's have been one of the best teams covering over the last few weeks. Cole Burke, 12-man league, $80 buy-in. Eckler, Pollard, DK, D-Hop, Mike Evans, Williams, Njoku, Cousins. Love your running backs. I actually think your tight end's very solid. That said, the wide receivers I have some question marks about. I think it's a good team. I'd probably give it a B, Cole. But overall, I think your bench needs to kind of fill out some... I'm not big on D-Hop. DK, I'm a little bit concerned about with overall touches when Jackson Smith and Jigba gets back. Mike Evans means I'm relying on Baker Mayfield. So, Ivan, thanks so much for the support. If you guys love our content, if you love our show, make sure you hit that follow button. That's all you got to do. Sure, we love you guys sharing the channel and letting others know about Butt Fumble Sports. But if you're a part of this amazing Butt Fumble Sports community, you'll know every time we're live, we're going to give out fantasy football advice every single day of 2023, the remainder of 2023. So make sure you're with us every day. Hit that follow button, everybody. We really appreciate the support. Thoughts on San Diego State and Ohio? It's always interesting when we start college football day, and it's like, okay, we're going to ask questions about some crazy random-ass games. So in that one, if I had to look towards it, I'm looking at Outlier, which is a sports betting tool. Overall, the Bobcats are probably the better play. Bobcats to cover. So taking Ohio State, I would buy an alternative line. I would take I would take Ohio, not Ohio State. I would take Ohio at plus 4.5, plus 5. So Ohio at plus 4.5, plus 5. You could get that at about minus 163, minus 187. I think that's what I would do. I like the idea of taking them on the cover. If I took them on the alternative line of, let's say, 4.5, plus 4.5 for Ohio, that's covered 80% of the time over their last 10 games. San Diego State has only covered that 3 out of the last 10. So again, I would buy an alternative line to that question by DZook99. I'd buy Ohio State plus 4.5. That's what I'd take it. Jorge's asking about Yandy Diaz. Yandy Diaz, yes, he has been red hot of late. Jorge, you're doing good research today. I love all 3 picks that you've asked about. Someone's now asking about Hunter Brown. We're going to jump to that really quick. We're going to continue to answer all of your questions, whether it be fantasy football, Major League Baseball, college football. Butt Fumble Sports is here for you guys. If you can't tell, we just love talking sports and helping you guys out. Cash some tickets, make some bets, be really profitable. So Yandy Diaz over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Good implied probability, good trend. Has covered 8 out of the last 10 games, minus 140 on DraftKings. Yes, it is one of the bets I like today. If you go and download SHARPZ, the app SHARPZ, you will find it there. You can tail all of my bets. You can see all of the picks I like today. I put all of my picks on SHARPZ, so follow all of my plays. If you want to get a link to the app, just DM us on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I'll share that link with you guys. It's like the Facebook of sports betting. You can see my plays. You guys can rant with me. We can give each other a hard time. I love it for just that reason. I get to interact with you guys a whole lot more. Let's look at Hunter Brown. Really quick looking on Hunter Brown on the outs. By the way, Jorge, you're crushing it because I like Blackman as well. You're identifying some great plays. Hunter Brown, under 6.5 strikeouts. Top Dog and Jorge watching on YouTube, they are en fuego right now. Every question you guys have asked, I'm agreeing with you guys. I like Blackman over, let's say, 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Yandy Diaz, I like over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs, as well as over half a hit. I like Mookie Betts over 1.5 bases. I like Marcelo Zuna over half a hit. I like Baltimore Orioles, first 5 on the money line. If you want to take them to cover, sure, I'd take that as well. Additionally, because it is the money line. Additionally, I like Kyle Bradish and Tyler Glasnow going over their outs total. You have just, both of you guys have been crushing it today. YouTube and Fuego. How about those watching on TikTok Live? How we doing? I like the Guardians to cover. I like the Guardians to cover against the Blue Jays. Who's a good flex option? I feel like there are a number of running backs who kind of slot into that role. I think there are a number of good wide receivers. So it's kind of hard to say who's like a good flex option. Here, tell me your lineup. I'll tell you who I would put in the flex. Stephen Pock, is SHARPZ a paid subscription? Nope. No, it's not, Stephen Pock. You can download the app for free. Here's the only thing that you got to do. Just link your sportsbook or your DFS. So that way, say I have a bet that you like and you want to tail it. You can literally hit the bet I like. It takes you right to your sports book, and you can just tail it. So if I tell you guys, I love Mookie Betts over 1.5 bases, you can go on Sharps, you can see the bet, you can literally hit the little whale's tail, you hit that, it takes you right to the sports book that you've connected to Sharps, and you can bet it. So you can see all of the bets that I like, and you can literally tail the ones that I don't, and the ones that you don't like, you can hit the fade button and tell me that I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, which is just as fun, because then we can go back and forth, and I can be like, hey, Stephen Pock, what the hell, you're fading all of my picks? So anyways, no, it's not a paid subscription. That's one of the reasons, again, that I liked it. I wanted to take what we've been doing with our celebrity pick shots, and I wanted to find a sponsor who could make that come alive. I really don't want to do all the research every day. Checking your celebrity shot picks literally took like a half hour, 40 minutes at times. It was a pain in my butt fumble. But I still want to hear what picks you guys like. I want you guys to be able to rant and riff with me about what picks you like that I'm giving out. So I really like Sharps. I think they do a great job. It's a new app. If you guys, again, want a link to the app, DM us on Instagram, Butt Fumble Sports. We'll give you that referral code. I really appreciate you guys checking it out. Jorge Schwarber is also getting back on track. He homered yesterday. A lot of you guys recommended him on a home run yesterday. I didn't take him. Guess I should have. We did give out 7 home run picks yesterday, and we cashed on 2 of them. Ryan Mountcastle, Paul Goldschmidt. What was nice is I put Ryan Mountcastle in our daily newsletter, and it cashed. So anyways, speaking of things you guys should do, hit the link in our bio. Takes you right to our website, buttfumblesports.com, and sign up for the free newsletter. We give out picks for you guys. Hustle. I have Bijan. Should I draft Eckler, Garrett Wilson? I would draft Eckler. I would double up on the running backs. I think it's a good play, especially in a PPR. So that's what I would do. I think Garrett Wilson's a nice play as well, but hot take, Pickens will be a top 15 wide receiver. I think that is a bit of a hot take. I think you're kind of huffing a little bit of the paint from the preseason. I'm not as big on him. Again, Kenny Pickett looks good, but top 15, maybe. I think that's a little bit of a reach. Marco, I'm going J.K. Dobbins. Marco, I'd go J.K. Dobbins. PK, I have Walker as a flex, pretty much my only option. I'm just wondering if I should... I like Walker as a flex. I think that's a good flex play. Andy, I got the second pick. Should I get Etienne, maybe Mixon at the 2-3 turn, or should I go wide receiver? Oh, I like Etienne at that 2-3 turn. Probably the wide receiver is a better option. Probably because you could get a better production player. But here's the thing, Andy, if a lot of running backs come off the board, get Etienne. You're going to have to kind of play it on which position there's kind of a run on. The Braves or the Giants. Ivan Smith, I'm taking the Atlanta Braves today. I'm taking the Braves on the money line in that game, and I'm taking no run in the first inning. No run in the first inning. Top Dog's got a question. Bryce Harper over half a single. Bryce Harper over half a single. I actually haven't gotten to that game yet. I think I told you guys I hadn't, because we came on an hour earlier than we normally do on the weekends. I got through for player props, the Mets and the Angels. I still have some work to do, so I haven't quite made it to the Phillies game yet. You're going to have to go on Sharps later, and you can see all of my picks. So Top Dog, if you want to see if I like Bryce Harper, you're going to have to check Sharps a little bit after the show. Niners will struggle, says Jake Lang. Interesting. I think now that we know Brock Purdy's going to be healthy, I'm not as concerned about it. Top Dog, we'll have to see. I haven't done my research yet on that. I'll let you know once I do. Elliot, you don't see any of my picks on Sharps? You should. You should see them. If they don't, I'll make sure that I get them up, or I make sure you'll be able to see them by the time baseball games start. PK, I'll tell my friends about you. That's very considerate. We really appreciate that. I hope you guys let your friends, your coworkers, your family members, all the sports fans in your life know that Butt Fumble Sports is here for you guys. Real sports fans that love ranting about sports, getting good sports betting information, fantasy football advice. That's why we're here. I'm not here for anything but what you guys want, what you guys need. So share the channel. Let others know about Butt Fumble Sports. Ed West, appreciate you joining the show, joining the channel. Let's give out some picks to say thank you to Ed West for joining Butt Fumble Sports. Let's go Dodgers and Red Sox. I'm going to go with yes to a run in the first inning on that one. Next play that I like, Yankees plus 1.5. I do think they cover against the Rays and Tyler Glasnow today. Another pick that we're going to give out to say thank you to Ed for following the network is going to be the Tigers plus 1.5. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you can see the picks up on our screen. If you're watching on TikTok, just got to pay attention. Jorge, that's another one in which we're going to have to do our research a little bit later. Oh, we just got another share of the channel, so let's give out a pick. Let's give out a player prop. I like Vlad Guerrero Jr., everybody. Vlad Guerrero Jr. over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. Appreciate you guys sharing the channel. TCU fan, rate my team. Field, Stevenson, Etienne, Cooper Cup. So really strong team. I would trade Cooper Cup. I'm not big on him. I think Madison, I'm not as crazy about him, but I like right now that you have him as a third running back. I think that's a good spot to have him. I would trade Cooper Cup and see if you could really upgrade the team somehow. Brian Robinson in the 7th round, that's appropriate. That's about right. Dean, thank you so much for following the channel because Dean followed the network. Let's give out some more picks. Next pick that we're going to give out, I'm going to go Astros, Tigers, over 7.5 runs. Yes, I bet that yesterday and it didn't hit. It's because we had like a one-hitter through 7 innings. We still ended up getting, I believe, 4 runs in that game. So anyways, Astros, Tigers, over 7.5. That's one play I like. I would also take Astros and Tigers, yes to a run in the first inning. So Dean, thank you so much for joining the network. Really appreciate the show. Jorge's letting Top Dog know that Bryce Harper's a good play today. We're going to keep our eye on that one again. I've done my research through the Angels-Mets game. The games I haven't researched yet that I still need to are the A's and White Sox. This is for player props. I have the game picks already. A's and White Sox, Padres, Brewers, Rangers, Twins, Cardinals, Phillies, Cubs, Pirates, and Reds, Diamondbacks. It's because college football just got our attention. We came on a little bit earlier than we normally do. 11 a.m. is an early start to the day, no doubt about it. Jesse's asking if the Broncos are bouncing back this year. Bouncing back, I guess they're going to get a couple more wins, but bouncing back makes it sound like they're going to be playing much better football, and I don't think that's the case at all. Okay, guys, we have just hit 11:45. By the way, Ivan, I like the Marlins on the money line. Marlins on the money line. Guys, I want to make sure we do our reverse engineering plays of the day. So for all of those regulars who watch the show every day, this is the point in the show where we are going to go through and look at pitchers that we think are going to go over their walks allowed total. So a pitcher who's going to go over, most likely 1.5 walks allowed. This segment is brought to you by SHARPZ. SHARPZ is an app for bettors. It's a social media app, so you guys can see all of my picks. You can tail them, you can fade them, but it's a place where social bettors can congregate and riff and rant with each other. So make sure you download SHARPZ. This is our SHARPZ Play of the Day segment. These are going to be some of our favorite plays of the day. And like we always do, we jump on over here to Outlier. We pump up the implied probability on the over. We go on down to walks allowed. And let's see who we think is going to give up the most walks today. Pitchers that we think are going to go over their walks allowed total. First name that pops up is Jake Irvin. Jake Irvin of the Washington Nationals. He has given up a lot of walks of late. On the road, 2 out of the last 3 games this is cashed. Still a little hesitant only because it's a minus 210. So we don't want that. We want something that's a little bit better. How about Hyun-Jin Ryu? Hyun-Jin Ryu over half a walk, just half a walk. A lot of good trends behind this. I will take this one, putting this one up on our screen. This is Hyun-Jin Ryu over half a walk. over half a walk allowed. That's our first pick from our Sharps Play of the Day segment. Let's keep it going. Next one that we're going to give out, Tuki Toussaint is at 2.5 walks. I wouldn't do that one, just too high a line. But how about Dakota Hudson? Dakota Hudson of the St. Louis Cardinals. On the road, 3 out of the last 4 games, he has given up at least 2 walks. I'd take this one. That's Dakota Hudson over 1.5 walks allowed. Let's continue to look at these walks allowed plays. We'll get back to your questions in just a second. Next one we're looking at is Hunter Brown. Road games, not a good trend. Not worth taking. Let's go to James Paxton at home against the Dodgers. Checking him out in home games, not a good trend. Next one, Tyler Glasnow. This is a good trend. At home, though, not so much. This is why we look at those home-road splits. Chris Flexen, Rockies starting pitcher against the Baltimore Orioles. 2 out of the last 3. I am going to take this one. Chris Flexen over 1.5 walks allowed. Continuing to work through our Sharps Play of the Day segment, Yuri Perez over 1.5 walks allowed has been very consistent. 2 straight home games, but prior to that, not enough. How about Jordan Lyles? Only 1 time this has hit over the last 10 games, so that's not worth taking. I think we've kind of hit our max here. So, folks, how about Carlos Carrasco? At home, 4 out of the last 5. This could be our last one. So, here we go, everybody. Here are our 4 reverse engineering walks allowed plays of the day presented by Sharps. This segment, the Play of the Day segment, presented by Sharps. These 4, Hyunjin Ryu, over half a walk allowed. Dakota Hudson, over 1.5 walks allowed. Chris Flexen, over 1.5 walks allowed. Carlos Carrasco, over 1.5 walks allowed. Those are the 4 picks that we have for our Sharps Play of the Day segment. If you want to get all of my picks, you can find them on Sharps. I put all of my tickets up there. There are also a few that I highlight, so make sure you DM us on Instagram. I'll share a link with you so you guys can download Sharps, use our referral code, and that way you can follow Butt Fumble Sports and track all of our picks every single day. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Do I like Josh Bell today? Not crazy about him. Not crazy. I looked at him for like over half a hit, but Jorge, not crazy about it. I love that Top Dog and Jorge are giving each other good advice. Okay, Ivan's asking about the Cubs and the Pirates for MLB. Ivan, I like the Pirates to cover. Pirates plus 1.5 for that game. Pirates plus 1.5. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow button. Butt Fumble Sports is live every day. Do I put down the same amount on every bet? No, I don't, Stephen Pock. No, I don't, actually. I put down varying amounts. I have different unit amounts based on my confidence level. So, for example, I could have a $1 confidence level, I could have a $2 confidence level, or I could have a $5 confidence level. Mookie Betts over 1.5 bases yesterday for me was at confidence level 5, which means I put $5 on it. But let's say Alex Verdugo, funny enough, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. I put 2 units down on it, so I put $2. So I do kind of fluctuate. I have a unit, and then I kind of measure that unit to my confidence level. Gab 3. I have the 9th overall pick in fantasy. Who should I be taking? I'm thinking a running back. I'm thinking like a Nick Chubb, a Saquon Barkley, someone like that. Are we drafting Josh Jacobs? I'm not. I don't trust the offensive line of the Raiders. I don't trust Jimmy Jimmy G, so not about it. Any college football games that we like? We talked a little bit of college football earlier in the show. If there were some games that I would look towards, I'd probably just be super chalk. Let me give out a few of the picks that our college football analyst really likes, so you can check him out at Real Tommy Morris. PK, so appreciate that. Love that you did that. Make sure you follow us. Additionally, here are the picks that our college football analyst Tommy Morris likes. He likes Navy plus 20.5 and the under 50 points. So again, Navy plus 20.5, under 50 points. Elliot, I'll post them. I'll share them. You don't have to worry. All my picks are definitely going to be on Sharps. That's a guarantee. Another pick that our college football analyst really likes. Yes, PK. Yes, we can. I'll send you that code. Just DM us on Instagram. Really appreciate your support, PK. So another pick that our college football analyst likes is Jose State plus 25. Jose State to cover against USC. Our analyst also likes the over in that San Jose State USC game. And the last collection of picks that our analyst likes is he likes New Mexico State to cover against UMass. Maddox, do I like Bo Bichette to get a single today? Actually, he's not someone that I was taking. I'll quickly do the research up on our screen. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, you can see this research that I'm going to do right in front of you. If you're watching on TikTok, I'm just going to share the information with you. Bo Bichette isn't available at over half a hit, so to your point, you'd have to take him on over half a single. Over half a single does have a 64% implied probability, so a really strong implied probability, Maddox. Interesting, wasn't a bet that I had. This is cashed in 8 of the last 10 games. Against left-handed pitching this year, Bo Bichette has a 366 average. Maddox, I think you found a good one. It wasn't one that I had. Bo Bichette has been a little bit quiet of late from an average standpoint, but that's a good bet. Maddox, good find. Ben, I wouldn't trade Eckler. I really like Eckler. Should they have kicked the kid out of the stadium for robbing the home run? That's a tough call. Like, who amongst us wouldn't go reach for that home run? I feel tough. I feel like it's a tough one. PK will share that link with you. No worries about it. Will all the righties in the A's game equally have a strong chance to hit a home run? Interesting that you ask. I actually wouldn't think so. Tua or Trevor Lawrence? I'd rather have Trevor Lawrence. Oh, but you already have Calvin Ridley? I'd still have Trevor Lawrence and I'd stack them. I just don't have faith in Tua staying healthy. K-Dog, draft tonight. You got the 3rd pick. Christian McCaffrey and Eckler are gone. Or Justin Jefferson. Okay, yeah, it's whoever is left. McCaffrey, Eckler, Jefferson. Whoever is left. Whoever is left. I kind of like drafting 3rd this year for that reason. It kind of is taken out of my hands, and I just know that I'm going to get one of the 3 guys I like. Jorge, I like the idea. Jorge, I think it's a smart one. Good call on Suarez. Hope you guys have been enjoying the show. We have been live for a little less than an hour. We're going to stay on for a few more minutes, but if you guys have additional questions, make sure you hit us up with them. Butt Fumble Sports is live right now across YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. If you guys have questions, we have answers. If you guys want some home run picks, share the channel right now. I have some home run picks that I want to give out. So if you guys want home run picks, players we like to hit a home run, share the channel right now. Share the channel. Final moments of the show, final maybe 5-10 minutes of the show. I want to give out some home run picks, so hit that share button, everybody. Carr, thank you for following the network. Egg just shared the channel. First home run pick that I'm going to give out, I like Shohei Ohtani today. I think Shohei Ohtani is going yard today, everybody. Shohei Ohtani to hit a home run. So if you're looking for a home run pick, I like Shohei. PK just shared the channel. Let's give out another home run pick. I like Mookie Betts. I took him yesterday. He didn't homer. I'll double down on it today. Daily Dynasty Show just shared the channel. I like Luis Robert Jr. To hit a home run today. There's another one for you guys. So, Luis Robert Jr. to hit a home run. Like that play a lot today. What's up, man? Thoughts on Mike Williams? I think he's going to have a good year. I actually think he's going to be, I think he could have a better year than Keenan Allen. Again, it's all about health with those Chargers wide receivers. Quentin Johnston may take some targets away from him, but I like Mike Williams. I think he's a good draft pick. Oh, another share of the channel, and Elliot Robinson, thanks for sharing the TikTok. Let's give out another home run pick. If you guys are looking for home run plays, let's give out another one. I'm going to go exactly where someone else just went. Suarez, Eugenio Suarez of the Seattle Mariners. Will Mahomes be the only 5K 40 touchdown quarterback? The answer is no, because Mahomes won't get there. You heard it here. Mahomes won't get those numbers. Is there a way I can get notifications when you can go live? I believe if you follow or if you subscribe, you know every time we go live, I would think. Thoughts on Jonathan Taylor? I still like Jonathan Taylor, but not probably in the first 2 rounds. If he fell to the third, I'd take him, but how many leagues is he falling to the third round? Very, very few. Next person to share the channel, we're going to give out another home run pick. If you guys want another home run pick, make sure you hit that share button. Jorge just shared the channel. I'm going Bobby Witt Jr. Bobby Witt Jr. to hit a home run today. Will we be live tonight? Egg, what time is your draft tonight? Arctic Tiger, we cashed on that Ryan Mountcastle prop home run pick yesterday. I think he goes over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs today, but not necessarily the home run. Is Mike Williams better than Christian Kirk? In terms of fantasy, it's very tight. I'd probably say yes, just slightly. In a super QB heavy league, who is my top QB? I mean, it's Patrick Mahomes still, but if you're looking for someone who's outside that, look at Lamar Jackson, man. Lamar Jackson could have a monster year. Make sure you guys are hitting that follow button. Make sure you guys are following Butt Fumble Sports. We are live every single day. You never want to miss a show, so make sure you hit that follow button. That way you can watch us across YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. Egg, what time's your draft tonight? I do like Gino, I do. Angel, thank you so much for following the show. Because you followed the show, we're going to give out some more picks for you guys. Next pick that I'm going to give out is going to be, let's go with Marcell Ozuna. Over half a hit. Over half a hit for Marcell Ozuna. Let's give out another pick. Next one that we're going to give out is going to be Carter Kieboom. Carter Kieboom, over half a hit for the Washington Nationals. You could also take him on over half a base. That's a safe play as well. Start Herbert or Geno week 1. PK, I'm not quite there yet. Arctic Tiger, you found the 2 Seattle Mariners I love today. Julio Rodriguez, Hernandez, I like both of them. You can find both of those picks up on SHARPZ because I made those bets earlier today. Egg will be on about 10:15. I think so. I think we should be on about that time. So we'll probably come on tonight to help you guys out with fantasy drafts and everything else. Final few minutes of the show, everybody. If you guys want more Butt Fumble Sports in your life, make sure you hit that follow button. That way you know every time we're live. You can ask us questions. You can watch our content. We do rant videos. We do game pick videos. We do fantasy football videos. We're going to be putting out a lot of content. In fact, we have a new sponsor coming on board, a fantasy sponsor who will be sponsoring all of our fantasy football videos. Waiver Wire Watch, Start, Flex, and Sit, Best Plays of the Week. So there you go. Arctic Tiger, I'll make sure all of my picks are up on SHARPZ. Jeremy Todd, we're only on for 1 hour today. Yep, we're only on for 1 hour. With that said, it has been about an hour. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Make sure you guys are hitting this follow button right here. Make sure you follow Butt Fumble Sports, no matter the platform. YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. I will be on later tonight to help you guys out with your fantasy football drafts. So let's think I'm going to be on around 9, 9:30, 10 o'clock. So you guys should make sure you hit the follow button now. I'll give you an extra minute or two so you guys can hit that follow button. So if you want good fantasy football advice, not just for your draft, but throughout the season, who to start, who to sit, who to pick up off the waiver wire, what's a good trade, who's a player to target on another team, Butt Fumble Sports is here to help you guys out every single day with your sports betting picks, with your DFS lineups, with your fantasy football teams. Make sure you guys DM us on Instagram As always, you can follow all of my picks on the SHARPZ app. DM us on Instagram, Butt Sports on Instagram. I'll share a link and a referral code. That way you guys can download the app, follow all of my picks, and obviously I hope you guys cash a lot of tickets in the process. I want to give a big shout out to all of those who have been watching, all of those who have hit the follow button, whether you're on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, or Kick. We really appreciate the support you show us. We are so grateful that we are growing this sports betting, sports fan community one person at a time. Believe it or not, we are closing in on 50,000 people who follow Butt Fumble Sports. What an incredible community we have. As I say at the end of every show, I hope you guys stay healthy. I hope you stay safe. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and evening. We will be on live later tonight, so hit that follow button. Make sure you're with us later tonight when we give out fantasy football advice for all of those that will be drafting this weekend and this upcoming week. We really appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful day, and we will be seeing you later. Again, if you have any questions, always feel free to hit us up, reach out. We are here for you guys. Love engaging with you guys off the air. So make sure you hit the follow button, make sure you hit us up, and we will see you guys later today. Until then, have a great day, everybody. Goodbye.